right, we're having a family day, but I got an offer that I can't refuse, and essentially, this is going to be a project of mine for the future, and this is coming from a friend, old roommate. His father is the one that did this, but now he's not feeling well and health is going down, so he was wondering if I wanted to take on the project. This is also a special car because the gentleman who owns it is the person who sent Judy to us. So Judy, the truck that we built, you got a video, we have many videos on that thing. He's the reason why we even know her. So this one is a 75 914 that has a lot done to it. This front clamshell actually opens up. It's welded together and there's some hinges and stuff down there. It's caged. And this is all work that he's done. So definitely a very capable gentleman, just now it's getting away from him. And he wants to see it done before it gets dropped off at a scrap place. So the rear also opens up. It is fully caged back here as well. And he was in the process of doing a Subaru swap. So the engine's over there. There's a bunch of boxes of parts and everything. It's not a small project, but oh well. The other thing too is I'm probably going to be doing this at my house because this takes up a lot of space and I'm just doing it. We're not charging anything. We're not getting paid anything. It's just, he wants to see it done. I've wanted to see it done since I first saw it 11 years ago. So we're both kind of on the same page and I don't mind taking on the project, but we're also this car will be named Lucas. So whenever we're going to be working on it or talking about it, we're going to be talking about Lucas. I think I'll get the license plate for it too when it's running. So this is Todd, the gentleman who owns the car and did all the work so far on it. We're going to figure out how to get the car to my house. He's going to find some stuff. I'm going to make some room. And in the coming months, we'll get it over. And then as I get some of my other projects taken care of, we'll be taking care of this one and getting it going again. Well, it's the night of the day that I looked at the 914 and we're in my garage. I'm going to clean up. I've got to make some room, but I also want to get like my CRX running. Well, the last time I drove it competitively was in 2021, which was just one event. And then the last time I actually raced it for a season was in 2017. So it's been down for quite a while. Hey, if you like the channel and you want to support us, we do have some new merch on the website, which is uwrenchaz.com. We still have the old school shirt and stuff like that, just like that one or, our other U-wrench designs. But we've got some new stuff like blinker fluid with the ID10T part number, gone but not forgotten 10 mil, Valentine's Day with the Ugga Dugga. Got the heart on that. This one is actually for Fred. It's a toaster bath with an element. And then we have a few other ones like, ones for CRXs because I have a CRX and other things like that. But go check out the website. We have new merch coming. We're gonna have new stuff coming out. These are just a sample of what's actually out on there. And yeah, we'd love you guys to wear our stuff. My wife's Miata, which we're probably going to be selling. She wants to go back to an EF hatch because that was her first car and she misses one. So it actually got stolen from her. This is her wagon, which we do drive from time to time, but this one just, it got neglected when she got pregnant and everything, so she didn't drive this much at all because she didn't fit behind the steering wheel anymore. I do have a Ruckus, which eventually will get running again. Obviously the purple NC, not my red NC that I daily, but this is the track day car, and then my CRX. I've had it for 19 years now. We're going to start doing videos of my personal stuff, because it's car related too, and see if you guys care about any of the stuff that I do in the garage or I do outside of the shop. There is one thing about the 914 that I do love and hate, because I hate feeling sad. But I know I said that it's going to be named Lucas. So the 914 is going to be named Lucas. And that is in honor of someone. And it's actually in honor of Todd's best friend, or man's best friend. Todd's dog, Lucas, lost his battle with cancer last December of 23. So he's gonna be remembered. And I will say too, Todd is giving me the 914, which I know some people are like, oh yay, free car. No, it's not a free car to me, right? Like, yes, I don't have to give him currency in exchange for the car, but now he has bestowed on me to finish his project in remembrance of someone that he cared about, and to do it well, because he liked how Judy's truck came out, and he said, I think you will do this car justice. And I will say, currency might have been cheaper to give him than I plan on doing a good job, and I want to do a good job, but that's a lot to live up to. I really want to get that running, because that has been my wheel-to-wheel race car. I did Honda Challenge with it for 3 years, and on the third year in 2017, I won the regional championship with that car. It was different back then, it was blue, and I did this for the 2021 racing stuff, and then I don't like it anymore, so we're going to change the way it looks. And then also I'm going to go to a K24 instead of a K20 in it. It's not broken, it still runs, I want more power. Right now, I could probably put it in between these two, but I don't have much room if I do that. This thing is where I need to spend some time. Like I said, I have a new engine for this one. I'm going to keep a lot of the accessories and stuff on it just because this is a tight engine bay. I got to clean this up. It's been sitting for a really long time. At my old house, I actually didn't have a garage. I had a very small carport, so this stayed in the carport. Just outside, because the only reason that this car got the carport and nothing else did, I don't have any windows. I'm going to do a lot of updating that this car needed. I'm going to get rid of the steering wheel lock, because if you're heavily tracking a car, that's actually very dangerous, especially if you go over a bump and then randomly it turns on and now your steering wheel is locked. Has happened, so don't say it can't. I'm going to get rid of the stock ignition switch, and I'm just going to go to switches for it. I want to essentially put them in the center console and do an updated version of that. I obviously got to clean the interior. It's very filthy. However, we did bed liner the interior of this car. So I'm going to take out most of the important electronics, like the computer, and we're going to pressure wash this thing. There's a few other things that I want to do to like make it better for the track, which is essentially I need to move the electrical kill switch to a better place, so the way any safety officials don't have to reach inside my car, especially if I'm on fire. I'd rather it be somewhere easy and they can just get to it on the outside and be safe. I do have taillights that I got to put in, because in 2021 it was the first time that I drove on these wheels, which they're Youngblood wheels and I love them. But I hate these things. So metal, yeah, the rubber on this one's already tearing apart. Essentially, it was leaking at the base. And I had someone put the tires on back then, and they were like, oh, I can do it without them leaking. And, well, it leaked. And my front tire was low as I came over a hill. I was doing like 110, and so I slammed on the brakes. One tire's flat, one tire's not. It was a downward hill, obviously. We weren't going up it. And so because of that, I just spun complete 180 and went straight into a tire wall.
start it up, see if it'll run, or?
Yeah.
Got a new bumper, but the taillights that were on there are destroyed. These are actually taillights that were given to me for free. I bought those ones because the free ones, obviously, not the prettiest, and they didn't have a center garnish. I actually haven't been able to drive on these coilovers that much. I'm really sad about that. I do have a few winter stickers from mostly my 2017 year of racing. And then these are a lot of the switches that I was going to use for my little panel up there. And then I think I'm going to move the battery and get a different battery because it's been here. I've had a couple different battery boxes for it. I've never liked them. And then I'm also going to clean up the wiring because all of this was done before I even owned the shop that we have now. Well, technically, we've had our business, which is actually Grocery Getter Garage, for 9 years now. No, 8 years, 8.5 years. Something, yeah, 8.5 years, almost 9 years. And I did almost all of this stuff before then because that was when I was getting into racing. 2015 was my first year of actual competition, but I was getting the car ready in 2014. So I've learned a lot since then. I do have to update a lot of stuff. I know that my seat is going to be done at the end of this year, so I'm kind of screwed on that. My harnesses, I think as well. Oh no, they're already done, so not valid after 2023. Only thing that sucks about doing real competition is you actually have to abide by that stuff. Track day stuff, you don't really gotta abide by it. It's recommended, but you can have out-of-date stuff. It's not the end of the world. Now that you know a little history about the CRX, I'm going to be doing videos of me working on it in the garage here. And the next video, we're going to be doing the center console stuff, battery stuff, cleaning up wiring under the dash. It's going to be like the start of that project. And then once I get to the point of getting the Porsche over here and squeezing it in, it'll be more fun in the garage on my, free time, as you call it.